Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, and my friends, here we are. We are at the main event of Evo Japan as far as news and reveals go. Why? Because this is Akuma for Street Fighter 6. And hey, don't you worry, we're gonna get into it for sure. Let's just say they did Akuma justice. He's everything everyone hoped him to be, and maybe even a little bit more. But that said here, first, before we even start the usual trailer breakdown stuff, I do want to hit you with a pretty big piece of news. It is now official that Akuma, he's launching on May the 22nd, by the way. Akuma is the beginning of Season 2 of Street Fighter 6. In the YouTube description for the Akuma video, with the Akuma update will come a major balance patch, and all characters will receive changes. So major balance patch with every single character in the game getting changed, yeah, that reads as the beginning of Season 2 to me. Maybe it won't be officially in, they'll wait for like a week or two after the fact, I don't know, right? But big patch, this is what we've been waiting for a year now, basically. So it's finally coming, and we get Akuma to boot. So it's going to be a pretty big time come towards the end of May. So that's the news and housekeeping out of the way. And right before we get into it, just going by what I've seen now in Street Fighter 6 compared to, like, say, Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 4, and other games, the health value balance of characters has not been as extreme as it's been in some other games. Going by what I see out of Akuma, though, I feel like he'll definitely be the lowest health character in the game because he can do just about everything. Now that said, let's rewind and get into it. So we open up the main trailer here with your character, Johnny World Tour, and he's meeting Akuma, and Akuma looks like he's not going to be a fan of your character in particular. They did state here on the stage at Evo Japan that meeting Akuma in World Tour is going to be a bit different than how it is for all the other characters. Not the least of which is he's very much trying to kill you out of the gate, as it would appear. So I guess we can have a lot of fun with that, whatever that's going to turn out to be. I guess it'll be credit to your character that he can survive this hit at all. And we've already seen it in the trailer, but yes, this is Emna Hollow. This is the new stage that Akuma is launching with. So this will be our second promised stage for Season 1. Very red looking, hopefully not like Volcanic Rim like Street Fighter 4 where that caused problems, but it does look cool. And now, finally, some gameplay, and what he can pull off is pretty crazy. Now, first off, let's just look at some normals here. Look at the range on these. These are pretty sizable, especially for Street Fighter 6, where the range isn't as huge as some other older Street Fighter games, right? He definitely has a lot of command normals, as we'll go into later in the video. So I'm not sure if these are like medium punch, heavy punch, medium kick, heavy kick, or whatever, but they're big and they look good, that's for sure. Now, I mentioned command normals, but also definitely target combos here, pre-can combos. We got a couple looks here. This looks like it could be like a medium kick one that ends in maybe an overhead, and a double punching one, which if special cancelable, will definitely lead to good hit confirm combos. Now, next up, let's get some normals as anti-airs. So, crouch heavy punch, classically a good anti-air normal form, still very much the same. And this guy, where it's not quite his V-skill kick from Street Fighter 5, it is similar looking. This could be a command normal, like say back heavy kick. We're definitely going to see that one particularly more in the trailer as time goes. And yes, Demon Flip is still very much in the game. Here's Demon Flip Dive Kick. If you're unaware, Demon Flip is his special move that counts as a jump, that has many special moves from it, and it's always good and it's always annoying. Another target combo here, nice little knockdown. If this standing punch is a stand heavy punch, man, he's going to be a very strong neutral character, especially if the hit confirm is very easy like it is in, say, Street Fighter 5. The normals on this guy look pretty okay. Here we got a nice little pose down, and I'll be clear right now, this is my favorite look for Akuma ever. He looks like a barbarian now, and he's just like a brick shit house, basically. I'm a big fan. Now, Air Fireball, you betcha, still in. Now, probably like Street Fighter 5 in that if you want to do a regular air fireball, it can only be from a forward jump. We don't need the old days of run back fireball where it's impossible to catch him. And, well, here's a look at Fireball, right? So Fireball versus Fireball, why did his still win? So this is his medium red Fireball, his classic flame Fireball. He wins because while there is no EX or anything like that, it is normally 2 hits for the medium version. And, well, it beats regular fireball, and Ryu gets hit. And we're going to see the heavy in a second. So, tosses a normal fireball, Ryu gets hit. Then goes for his Denjin fireball, which is 2 hits. And Akuma still wins, because he did the heavy punch version of his red fireball. And you can see, like, the aura change and everything, right? So, 3 hits versus 2 means, well, the 3-hit version wins with 1 hit left to go. So, there's a few things about this. One, this works under classic Street Fighter fireball rules. Normally, how Street Fighter 6 works, if an EX version of a fireball hits a regular fireball, it retains all of its hits. Since this is regular fireball versus regular fireball, the hits get drained, and therefore whatever's subtracted, then you get whatever's left over. If this was EX red fireball, it should still hit him 3 times. Also, his base fireball, the Go Hadouken, seems to go full screen like normal. Doesn't seem to have like a shortened distance, shortened property like it does in Street Fighter V. So I'm assuming his fireball potential is, as you would expect, normal. We'll wait and see though, because like nothing's giving on this character. He seems to be all upsides. Here we see the classic Akuma uppercut, the Go Shoryuken. So Go Shoryu, 3 hits, because, you know, it's just that much stronger, right? And it is air invincible, as they tend to be. Ryu counts as airborne during the Tatsu, so hey, there you go. Next up, we get that big punch we saw earlier in the trailer into medium Tatsu. So this Hurricane Kick, like Street Fighter V, each button is pretty different, and we'll get into it later in the trailer. Next up, Crouch Medium Kick looks like into Light Kick Tatsu, into Sweep. So Light Kick Tatsu into Sweep, it's like the Street Fighter 4 classic combo, right? So a few other things it's telling us without showing us. Crouch Medium Kick is special cancelable, therefore he's another character that can go Crouch Medium Kick in the Drive Rush. So unless that somehow changes for Season 2, look forward to that, I guess. Next up, we're going to see Air Tatsu, and at the peak of his jump, you see he gets like a bit more momentum upwards, so it can change your jump arcs and all that kind of stuff, so that'll be fun to play around with. Then we come to this, Lava Punches. Akuma's learning a few new tricks, turns out. So this move, he starts with like a bit of like the purple, like Setsuino no Hado energy, and then just straight up he has Lava Punches. This is against Ryu's forward heavy punch, so it looks like there's just a smidge of a backsway, so you can use it like in neutral to make moves whiff, and then you can punch him on the other side of things. So there's use that way, and it just looks super visually impressive. This is the kind of move someone like Akuma would have in his back pocket. Now here's where things are going to get scary. So Demon Flip into low. The Demon Flip, the command jump, if you don't do anything, it goes for a low. You have to block it low. It's a true low, right? That's fine. That's normal. That's expected. What's not expected is what's coming up next after this. So he's going to go for another Demon Flip. And then, oh, okay, I guess he did nothing, went for the throw. No, he did nothing. That's what's crazy. Normally, when you Demon Flip, if you do nothing, you get the low. That's kind of the deal, right? So you do the low, and if you get blocked, you're super turbo dead. If you can Demon Flip and not have to follow up and do anything, that is huge. That mitigates like so much of the risk of the move. The fact that you can empty Demon Flip and throw someone's kind of a big deal. Now you might say, well, what about the Demon Flip throw, right? Because he can throw from Demon Flip normally. It does not exist in this trailer at the very least. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but if it doesn't exist, there's a pretty good reason for it, which we're going to get to later in the trailer, because the moveset's evolving. Let's say he might not need that grab because he has another kind of grab. But yeah, being able to do an empty Demon Flip is a very big deal, very strong. And especially a game like Street Fighter 6, where if you do Demon Flip, dive kick, you get parry baited or whatever. Now you can bait the parry bait and throw them and get your like 20% damage in. Big deal. Very, very, very big deal. Now, moving on next, we're going to see more Demon Flips. That's kind of an important part of the character. Demon Flip dive kick, and then he's going to go for his back throw. And suitably nice, just chops you in the back of the head. We're going to go into it more later, but I just like Akuma's power this time around. Just very no nonsense, no grace about it. I love it. Just straight to the point. Now, straight to the point, let's talk more Demon Flip. I know we talk a lot of Demon Flip, but we're going to keep talking Demon Flip because it's kind of an important part of the character. So this is Demon Flip Punch. And notice that Ryu is crouching, as Demon Flip Punch is definitely a true overhead. So Demon Flip Punch overhead, Demon Flip Dive Kick mid, Demon Flip low, well, that's a low, and Demon Flip neutral, that's the throw. That's kind of, well, the basis of all mix-ups right there. So now we're going to get downright silly here. An extended combo with a level 1 as well. So first off here, I'm assuming back heavy kick, EX Demon Flip cancel, and from EX Demon Flip, we have an EX Air Fireball. Cool, and it looks like it'll juggle. Except we drive rush after the juggle, back heavy kick again into another Demon Flip, into Demon Flip dive kick, lands before the opponent, which gives you enough time to do a level 1 super. This is very much the Masatsu Go Hadoken, his sassy take on the, super fireball, right? So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And then he just starts hunkering down. Yeah, I'm Akuma, I'm so big, look at me. And now, hey, speaking of Akuma, look at me, of course, classic Akuma is here. One of his alternate skins, and also remember that Rashid, Aki, and Ed will also get their costume 3s with the Akuma update. So now, that sequence we saw here, let's look back. So he hits him with the Street Fighter 6, as in full screen drive rush overhead. Following up here with the knee that we've seen a few times, EX lava punches, which wall bounces, back heavy kick, EX red fireball, re-juggles into Go Shoryu. So yeah, pretty sassy stuff. So next up here, EX air fireball, and do note he's doing it from a neutral jump. So just like Street Fighter 5, regular air fireball only from a forward jump, but EX can be from a forward or neutral jump. And after hitting Ryu with it, 2-hitting, there's a bit of forward momentum to it as well, so easier to catch the enemy. So this will probably be a go-to for attempting to beat a throw if you know what's coming. And then like Street Fighter 5, heavy kick Tatsu just goes straight up. And now here's the main event, at least for me. So, okay, avoid the Shoryu with a teleport. Akuma teleports, so you can do that, right? Let's teleport our way back in and wait, what? Akuma has a command grab now? Yeah, looks like. So remember when I said earlier it looks like he doesn't have Demon Flip Throw anymore? It's because he doesn't need that anymore. That's like a little indie wrestling flip throw. Who cares? This is the real deal. He can go into his teleport and command grab you, and this is much more satisfying hits than that little dumb Demon Flip. And here's the craziest thing about it. We were warned. It was a long time ago, but we were warned that Akuma might eventually get this because this happened in Street Fighter 4 Omega Edition, where if you're teleporting and hit throw at the cost of some meter in EX, you could throw someone while you were teleporting, right? It looks a little jank because Omega mode, they're just kind of scrapping animations together, right? But it was always like a test bed for crazy things they wanted to try in the future. And the command grab out of teleport is now a very real thing in Street Fighter 6. So Akuma can do all the usual Akuma nonsense, and now he gets a proper grab out of it. Granted, he has to teleport first, at least I think so, I hope so. If you can just do it on demand whenever, that'd be pretty crazy. But yeah, a pretty big tool for the toolbox, say the least. Now, next up, Drive Impact versus Drive Impact. Akuma's going to win because, hey, it's his trailer. It'd be weird if he lost, right? So after we get the Drive Impact going on, that maybe back heavy kick, EX Demon Flip into EX Air Tatsu, knocks down, bounces, EX Go Shoryu into the giant chop. This is now the second time this chop comes up this weekend because Marco from City of the Wolves also has it. I mentioned how this is an Akuma style move known as the Misogi, which Akuma has every now and then. Not every game he has the move, but he does this time around, and it's very much directly to his benefit. And this is just stupid, honestly. So EX Demon Flip easily goes full screen, as you can see. So if you don't like neutral, and Street Fighter 6 is a good game for it because we have Drive Rush, right? If you want to skip that neutral, go for it. After that, jump, and I'm assuming medium punch maybe. Juggle property, hits him with an air level 1 super. So air and ground, he gets the Zanku Hadoken super in, that's good. And all the better yet, because they can juggle. And we get his level 2 super. So very cinematic. The lava fist coming back. And not only does this look super dramatic, and it looks very dramatic, it also wall bounces. So he gets a follow-up after the fact. So Akuma can go level 1 to level 2, or level 2 into level 1, perhaps. Now this part I like a lot. So teleport makes Ryu whiff, but he has the double hitting Street Fighter 4 heavy kick back. This might be a command normal, but I love those because they're just really easy for hit confirms, and I'm a big baby when it comes to hit confirms. I don't like to try too hard, and they always give you the world to figure out if you hit the combo or not. So after that, we're going to continue our strings, drive rush, crouch heavy punch, light kick tatsu, go shoryu, first hit cancel into our level 3. And I love this level 3 because I mentioned before, this version of Akuma is no nonsense as it gets. He just palms your face and then he's just going to punch you in the face as hard as he effing can. There is no subtlety, there is no flourish, there's no art to this. This is just pure brutality. And I'm a big, big fan of that. And after he's done just punching you in your face, just takes a look with you, kind of disgusted, and then just drops you down. And that's the Akuma trailer. Well, except for one more thing. You didn't think we weren't going to see the Raging Demon, did you? Yeah, we are. And it looks as suitably as impressive as you would hope. We're going to run it back for you nice and slow so you can just really appreciate it. My understanding is you can only do this at critical health. This is not an option available to you normally. But it starts in the classic way. Go for the attack, a whiff, and then, hey, there's just an army of Akumas everywhere. Which angle is he coming at? You can't know. You're just going to get the crap beat out of you over and over and over again. Back in the day, the screen would go black and would just show hits because they couldn't do this back then. But now we can just show you what it's meant to be in all of its glory, and it looks great. I can't read Japanese text, but I'm pretty sure all this says like and subscribe over and over and over again, so make sure to like and subscribe. But yeah, looks really good, doesn't it? Looks really, really, really good. I have never, ever, ever in my life, outside like just casually messing around, been an Akuma player. I'll just say that straight up. But with the new look, like the very ferocious, very primal barbarian look, and the fact that he can do a command grab off the teleport, which I'm just going to say this right now, I really am that simple. You give me a character with a grab, and it makes him just immediately much more interesting to me. But yeah, these things combined, I'm not going to say I'm going to guarantee to play the character or nothing, but he's certainly on my radar in a way that he's never been before. But hey, of course, Season 2 is also happening when Akuma goes live. So all the characters hopefully get like just tons of fun and interesting buffs. And especially, the lesser characters of the game, hopefully they get what they need. Because as we've done some video series here on the channel, some characters could definitely use a lot. But I'll just say all this is very, very exciting. It's just, Street Fighter's so cool. What a great franchise, right? And even if Akuma is very admittedly like, the nerd edgelord dark character, I'm 40 years old, I still find him cool. Like, that's just how it's gotta be. I'll say I watched all of this originally and it just put a big smile on my face. Especially this part right here. That put a really big smile on my face. But yeah, so that is the Akuma trailer breakdown. Hope you enjoyed it. Naturally, when Akuma launches and when Season 2 and all the balance change launches, I'll do my best to cover everything for you and expect more Street Fighter 6 guides and all that with the appropriate changes in mind to go live on the channel when Street Fighter Season 2 is a thing. And that all said, well, I guess we're at the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.